solved it for a variable, and then plugged it into the other one. That was substituting. Now we're going to take our system of equations and try to solve it by a method called elimination. Ultimately, you'll be able to use any method you want. However, on this coming test, I'm going to say solve by substitution. I need to see the substitution method used. Solve by elimination, and you use specifically this method. All right? They all work. You'll end up with the same answer. Same thing with graphing. You'll end up with the same answer. Now, elimination means you want to eliminate a variable completely. If you added the two equations together, one of the variables will turn into 0. So sometimes we have to manipulate, and we have to multiply through by a constant, a number, so that when I add them, one of the variables drops out. Okay? So look at this one. I'm looking at my variables. I've got 2x, 4x, 3, and 5. Which variable do you think we should get rid of? The x?
Oh.
The x or the y? It really doesn't matter. X will be, I don't know. Well, x will be easier because they're even numbers? I don't know. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can do it either way. So looking at this, well, here's why. Because if I use x, all I have to do is multiply this one by a -2, right? If I use y, then I have to multiply this one by a +5 and this one by a +3. That's more work. We don't want more work, do we?
No.
No, I know you don't. So let's do the easy route. Let's find what works. So we're going to take this first equation. I need this variable to go away. So I need it to, when I add it up, to be 0x. So that means I'm going to multiply through by a -2. And I'm going to distribute that -2 to all three parts of the equation. So now it's going to be -4x plus 3, oh, nope, plus what? Minus, oh, what is up with me? Okay, 6y equals -34. The second equation, I'm just going to copy it straight down like it was. And now when I combine them or add them together, -4x plus 4x gives me 0x. That's what I wanted. Then I have minus 11y equals what? -22? All right, well 0x got rid of the x. So now I'm just solving this guy. What do I need to do to get y by itself?
Divide by -11.
Yeah, just divide by -11. So y equals a +2. So my solution, y is a +2. Now I need to find x. What can I do to find x? Plug the 2 in. Where? Does it matter? No. Well, plug in the 2 for y. Yes, but into which equation is what I was getting at. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to use the top one. Plus 3 times 2 equals 17. 2x plus 6 equals 17. So 2x equals 11? Is that right? Yes, it is. Okay, so then x is 11 halves. I just didn't remember a fraction, but it is. It is. So my x value is 11 halves, and my y value is a 2, and that's my solution. Okay with that? Do you remember this from Algebra 2? Sometimes you multiply one equation, and you've got what you need, but sometimes it requires both. You need to multiply through by both, or both equations by something to get rid of a variable. All right? Now this one, number 2, looks like a good time, doesn't it? No, because you're all like red flags, because there's fractions, right? What could we do to get rid of those fractions, though? Well, I would say let's multiply through by the least common multiple of my denominators to get rid of all the fractions. And then we'll see what we have to work with. All right? So this first one, what should I multiply through with that goes into 3 and a 4? What's the smallest number that I can divide 4 and 3 into 12. All right, so let's multiply through by 12 here. If I do that, I have 36 fourths, which is what? Is what? You gotta know your multiplication tables, peeps. 9x. And then 12 thirds is 4y equals negative 24. This second equation, what would be my least common multiple of 2 and 5 would be a 10. So if I do that, then I've got 30 over 2, which is 15x, 10 over 5, which is 2y, equals 30. Now I look at it. Can I eliminate a variable with these coefficients?
Yes. No. Because nothing can go to 15 and 4 and 2.
4 and 2 could work, but I got to do a little more work, right? To get it there? 4 and 2 works really nicely, but I need to do what? What I need to do next?
Multiply the bottom one by -2.
Multiply the bottom one through by a -2. So now I'm just going to rewrite this one as 9x plus 4y equals negative 24. Then I'm going to distribute that -2. So negative 30x minus 4y equals negative 60. All right, let's see if we get this right. So negative 21x, that the y's go away, right? Equals So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 21. X equals 4. Right? So if x is 4, I need to find y. Now you can go back to the fraction, but I don't want to because they're ugly, right? They're scary. So I'm just going to take one of these two equations here and plug in that 4 for x. So I'm going to do 9 times 4 plus 4y equals negative 24. Could have used the other equation just the same. So it'd be 36 plus 4y equals negative 24. Negative 60. What's negative 60 divided by 4?
15.
Good, 15, but it'd be negative 15, right? Negative 15. There it is. There's my solution. So this is the work you would show for an elimination question. Okay? That's your goal today, is to get to the 5.2, the elimination examples. Working through those.
So we don't have to put if it's like constant, independent.
You need to know those words. So let's talk about that. Constant, independent, or dependent, or inconsistent. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Consistent, inconsistent. So what makes it consistent?
If it has one and more solution.
Yeah, if it has a solution, which these both had solutions, right? So we would call these consistent. Oopsies. These are both consistent systems. They have a solution. Inconsistent would mean no solution. Well, how would you know? Well, if you ended up with something like you're solving and you ended up with something like 0 equals 5, well, that makes 0 sense, does it? Something weird like this would mean no solution to the system at all. Happens on occasion, doesn't happen very often. And all that means is that if you were graphing it, the lines would be parallel. They never touch. Remember, a solution means an intersection, so they just never have an intersection. That would be no solution, inconsistent, done deal. Okie doke? Questions for me? All right, use your time wisely. If you